this is Uthris, and we are in Space Engineers today looking at the mostly complete Baserunner. Today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of it and actually releasing it on the workshop so you guys can enjoy it. It's sadly gotten to a point to where if I add any more details to make it even better, or even the turret on top, basically the whole thing just starts to slow down. Even right now I'm getting 12 frames per second, and really that's the limit that I want to push any type of vehicle, because at that point I don't really deem it drivable or functional for people to enjoy or even add on to their own stuff. So today is just going to be a summary day, and so let's go ahead and run over to this thing and talk about how it came together. So we have the finished exterior, and it's the classic two-tone here for the Baserunner. It's going to be the goldish yellow upper and the blackish gray lower. I did add a little bit of a highlight to the fake suspension system that we have on the sides. That way they actually kind of pop out a little bit, and it kind of breaks up the standard shape. Also, it is going to be varying a little bit from the standard Baserunner that you would see in a Homeworld, as you know, having the solid yellow front end kind of bugged me, so I ended up coloring the grill black just so it kind of breaks up the surface again. Doing that, I think, makes the thing look a little bit more mean anyways, and a little bit more kind of a solid design. Only access point besides the hangar doors and the large cargo doors is actually this little door over here. That is the only point in and out of the vehicle. Now, normally you would have this thing docked up and the crew would be inside, and then that would be the only reason to use this door. They would come across on a catwalk or something, as this thing is fairly large. But once inside, there's a couple options for you. You have these hangar doors for small scout ships to get in and out, and we might be building one here next episode or so. And then also you have the back door. I actually got this thing functioning. It's what I've been working on for quite a while, getting the weight right, because this is actually a very heavy door. It's in two parts, so it folds down and then folds down again. It's a pretty steep incline, but I feel like, you know, I really wanted to get something done on the back end here in case we had kind of a vehicle to load up inside. I haven't gotten a vehicle to actually drive up the thing yet because it is so steep, but it's there for looks nonetheless. We have a nice underside with some varying kind of heights and some minor details just to break it up. If this thing does drive over you, it will look like it has some running parts on it, and would be rather intimidating to just be standing here and have this thing just drive on over. So definitely a fairly large vehicle, and I'm really happy with the overall shape and profile. It looks really nice. So let's go ahead and hop inside. I need to turn on my headlights. I've turned off all the lights on the vehicle itself to save some frames as well. This would be the entryway. It would be, well, I was planning to make it an actual like kind of airlock area. People can get changed for the desert outside and stuff like that, but that sadly couldn't be done. This would be the kind of main area as well. It would be filled with like computers and such, but that's another thing that had to be nicked off the list. This is an access point to go down a floor. Back here is the basic armory. Has some lockers. You have your med bay in here, some kind of shelving for tools and equipment. So that is what we have over there. This is definitely a very quick kind of tour here. We hop down a floor. There we go. We're met with the galley, and we have the kitchen-esque area, some seating and tables for relaxation. Back here is the crew quarters. We have some bunk beds for a crew of, it looks like 16. Or actually, no, that's 8. I can't do math today. So some lockers, a pool table, of course, which we are on an incline, and I don't know why that's not rolling around. Some game machines for entertainment, and then back here is the showers and restroom areas. So if we speed back around towards the front. Now, I know this is going to be dark on YouTube, but sadly there's nothing I can do about it. Here's a small med bay just for utility's sake. You know, you can get some nice gadgetry in there. If we head down another level, this is engineering, and so we have some computers, kind of looks like RAM sticks or things like that, something, or spool wheel, tape fed kind of computers, some cryopods, some screens to display some information, hopefully. This is the actual main engine room with our 4 reactors, and they're sealed behind blast doors on each side, and each side has kind of this mechanical thing as well, which looks pretty nice. Trying to get a close-up look at all that stuff. I wanted to add this kind of detail on a lot of the floorings, you know, these pipings and like divots, but again, just feel like if I keep working on this thing, it just will never get done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and release it as is. So if we head back here, this is definitely the bulk of the ship. We have oxygen tanks to either side. We have refineries, both there, and you can access them from this lower deck. That item in the middle, that is our assembler. And then up here, this is the flight deck for scout vehicles. They have access to the hangars, and then also you can access some cargo storage here, and we have nice little windows that I have closed up. So once those are open, you can go and have a nice little view outside. If we hop down here, this is the lower storage area, and then also the assembler is right here. So this is where you would access that for building and adding parts. We have the main kind of cargo area with all of our cargo containers, which are all piped up. We have plenty of storage for items. I don't know what this thing's even like with a full inventory, because it will definitely start to weigh it down a lot. What we're standing on here, this is the main lift for up and down. I can actually go ahead and deploy this. It is locked, so we'll go ahead and unlock it here. I need my UI. Whoa, it exploded. Alright guys, so unlike last time, let's go ahead and unlock the ramp before we lower it. As you can see down here, you can see the little lights. They are not green, so this thing should be free moving at this point. So we just come over here and hit the lift button, and we will lower down the vertical lift here. And so this is a great way to get cargo on, or basic troops, or whatever. You know, it's a fairly wide base. But the downside is you need to be on a very flat area to use this thing, because it is kind of a less dynamic object, so you know it can't adhere to terrain very easily. So we'll just let that go down, and then of course we have this. This is the new addition to our Baserunner, and this is the back door and ramp. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this thing, and it will lower down. I've already unlocked it, so that's not really a problem. And it's a 2-stage system. So this first panel will rotate down first, and then you're going to unfold the second panel as soon as it clears the top of the door there. And there you have it. We have a nice working ramp. It doesn't quite reach all the way to ground level. It's something that I definitely need to work on. It is also fairly steep and fairly heavy, so the rotors are actually having quite a hard time lifting these things up, and so that's the main limiting factor doing a long slanted ramp like this. It's just the weight of it is pretty massive. Anyways, we'll go ahead and pretty much end the episode here. I think I'm not going to drive it. You guys have seen this thing drive before. It drives pretty much the exact same as always. You just have to make sure to lock down your ramps and things before you take it for a spin. And then I'll be uploading this to the workshop. Link in the description down below. As always, you guys will be able to load up this world and put around on this thing. I can't really save it as a blueprint. I want to, but the problem is the rotors. So if I try and save it as a blueprint, those rotors actually disappear. And this back door is no longer here. I can save everything else, because these are the back doors, the only section with the rotors, and really you can build this easy enough. It's just a little time consuming, but it's not too complicated of a system. Anyways, Thank you guys so much for watching as always. If you all enjoyed the episode, feel free to subscribe for more creative goodness. Go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment down below on what you guys think. And if you guys enjoy the build, if you guys put around on it, you can let me know what you think. Any feedback, of course, is appreciated. And I'll see you all next time in some Space Engineers.